Hi parents and students, my name is Miss Lee and I'm the head of PE here at Horizon International. I'd just like to spend the next few minutes going through the GCSE physical education option unit for those students who perhaps want to take this as a subject next year. If you have any questions at the end of the video and you want to find out any more information, then please feel free to email me at jennylee@horizonintalschool.com and I'd be happy to answer any further questions. So the physical education course that we study here is the Pearson Edexcel exam board. We've been using those for the last 4 years now, and over the next few minutes I'm just going to give you a brief overview of the course, a little bit of a breakdown into the components including theory and practical, and also any extracurricular opportunities, and then a little bit of information about why it might be a good option for the students to pick. So the course overview, it is split into theory, practical performance and coursework. So 60% is theory, whereas the other 40 is practical and coursework combined. So 30% practical, 10% coursework. So the theory is 2 papers, which will be sat at the end of the 2-year course in the exam series at the end of year 11. Practical can be assessed throughout, and then those marks get sent off to the moderator, and it's 3 different activities, 1 individual, 1 team, and then 1 of the student's choice. Then the coursework is a personal exercise program, and this is a controlled assessment that's completed in class. So I will just go through in a little bit more detail the different components that students study. So component 1 is part of the theory and it's called Fitness and the Body Systems. So within this topic, they will study applied anatomy and physiology, movement analysis and physical training. So each of those are quite science-based. We look at the body as a whole, how it moves in relation to sport, how we function inside, and also benefits of fitness, methods of training, and so on. Topic 4, the use of data, that's actually embedded throughout the whole of the theoretical aspect of the course. So the assessment for this component is a 1 hour 45-minute written exam, which they will sit in May, June time in year 11. And it's 90 marks and it's a range of multiple choice, short answer and extended answer questions, and it's worth 90 marks. So this is quite a large component of the course. As you can see, it's 36% of the overall grade. The second theory component is component 2, and this is health and performance. So this is a little bit more to do with staying active, looking at the mind of a sports performer, society, and various other aspects. So there's health, fitness and well-being, sports psychology and socio-cultural, and it looks into detail of the media, commercialisation and things that may affect people from participating in sport. Again, this is a written examination. It's 1 hour and 15 minutes, this paper, and it's 24% of the qualification. So it's a little bit shorter as there's less content to cover. But the exam is exactly the same format. So multiple choice questions, short answer, and then it'll end with 2 9-mark questions. Again, this is sat at the end of the 2-year course. Okay, component 3 is our practical element. So as you can see, 60% of the course is theory, so it's very heavy theoretical based, which means we do need quite a high level of academic achievement to perform in this course and this subject. The practical performance is 40% and it is marked throughout the 2 years. We'll get a range of video footage, we will study it in lessons, if students represent clubs or training any activities they can get assessed externally as well. So it'll be 1 team sport, so it could be football, netball, handball, there's an extensive list. 1 individual and then 1 free choice, which is up to the student. And they are marked 35 marks for each activity. So they get 10 marks based on their skill level, and then the rest come from how well they apply that into a competitive situation. And that is worth 30%. The final component is the coursework element, which is also known as the PEP, which stands for Personal Exercise Programme. So students will undertake a little bit of fitness training, and they will then put together a written assessment on how to improve their performance in a sport of their choice. Okay, so they look at the fitness components behind that sport, how they can improve, and then they will put a training program together for that. So it'll have some pre-fitness testing, post-fitness testing to complete that. And it's marked out of 20 and worth 10% of their overall GCSE qualification. So that will actually be done as a written assessment, a controlled written assessment in lesson time. They might get a little bit of work to do independently as homework, and then I will mark that, the teacher moderates that, and then it gets sent off for external moderation by Pearson if the sample gets selected. So that's the kind of course overall and summaries, lots of different elements in there. It's a really exciting and interesting course, particularly people who have an interest in sport and the world of sport. It's really, really interesting for those students. In terms of extracurricular opportunities, we also run the D&V Award, which goes really nicely with the GCSE. We also are looking at Sports Leaders UK, developing those leadership skills. We have off-site enrichment activities that hopefully we can get up and running once COVID is eased off, such as rock climbing, taking them to external providers, and then also educational talks and trips, so links with universities and so on. So in terms of progression then, this obviously lends itself really nicely to science A-levels, including A-level PE, and looking further afield, anyone interested in careers in, to be honest, PE is a wide range of activities such as the sports industry, medical, education, coaching, leadership. There is an extensive progression pathway for students who choose GCSE PE. So I would suggest if people have an interest in sport and they are genuinely wanting to find out a little bit more, then come and ask me some questions, and who knows, GCSE physical education could be for you. So if you have any questions, I went through that very quickly. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, or students can come and speak to me in the PE office. But I hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Thank you for listening. Bye.